Hello everyone. Today we're going to review some information about our pre-kindergarten classes from assessments we have collected last school year. This slide looks at an inventory of some of the major assessments our students took last year. The Early Childhood Pre-Academic Checklist, which covers math, writing, and literacy components, were collected in August, January, and May. It assessed students in pre-kindergarten and Head Start. It is available online and can be accessed in the district level by instructional support personnel, the early childhood office, and in-house by the principal and teachers as well. Currently, we use it for student benchmarking. Test results are reported as emergent, in progress, and the highest being proficient. Last year, our special educators and related service providers conducted a lot of standardized testing for our students with special needs. We also gathered data for the Maryland Model for School Readiness, which looks at the developmental areas, including the arts, for all our 3 and 4-year-old students with special needs, as well as our pre-K and Head Start students. For the purpose of this presentation, we are going to focus on the pre-academic checklist. So our data source is the pre-academic checklist, and the grade level will be pre-kindergarten. What does the pre-academic checklist look at? It looks at emergent literacy components like letter knowledge, phonological awareness, book and print awareness, and also math components. So we're going to focus our attention to the emergent literacy components, specifically letter knowledge and phonological awareness. Letter knowledge is composed of the letter naming fluency by Dipels, and phonological awareness has 7 components. Listening looks at discriminating whether sounds are the same or different. Rhyming 1 looks at the ability to discriminate between rhyming and rhyming words. Rhyming 2 tests whether a child can produce a corresponding rhyming word. Alliteration is about initial sounds in words. Sentence segmentation looks at the ability to segment words in a sentence. Syllabication involves clapping out syllables, and onset rhymes deals with blending and segmenting smaller parts of words. Let's start off by looking at our pre-kindergarten population from last year. We had 5 co-taught inclusive classrooms with a total of 133 students. It is broken down into morning and afternoon sessions, number of general education and special education students, gender, and number of English language learners. Here is a breakdown for race and ethnicity. Now let's start looking at how our students who achieve the proficient level based on gender, student type, language proficiency, and sessions fared compared to the county data. Let's take a closer look at how our special education and English language learners did compared to the school. So here is Wheatley's performance. This is what our special education students' level of performance is. And that's for our English language learners. Notice the distribution of those students in the emergent, in progress, and proficient levels. Now that we're done with letter knowledge, let's continue with the phonological awareness data. Now the chart looks at phonological awareness data for the last 3 years. Again, this chart only reports the proficient level. Let's take a moment to look and think about what we see in this chart. Now let's focus on last year's data and compare it to district data. Now that we have seen how we fared, let's dig deeper and look at each proficiency level. This is for emerging, in progress, and proficient. The last part of the presentation will be a small group activity. Each group will look at the charts provided and use the See, Think, Wonder thinking routine to guide their discussion. It asks the 3 questions. What do you see? What do you think? And what do you wonder? This is a visible thinking routine for making careful observations and thoughtful interpretations. It sets the stage for inquiry. It encourages people in groups to make their thinking visible to others and to themselves. It's a great way to spark curiosity. And then as they go through and discuss what they see, what they think, and what they wonder, they're going to write down their main ideas and discuss it with a large group. That's it. Thanks.